Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk to you about how the behavioral health laws and criminal laws can sometimes cross paths. And I've told you before, sometimes somebody with a behavioral health issue can end up being taken into custody by the state through our criminal justice system. And this article that I'm going to talk about is a prime example. So I'll put a link to the article in the description for the video, but this is the story of a woman who is now facing multiple felony charges after a crash on Interstate 275 in Tampa ended up getting her arrested and Baker acted. Alexis McCants, 23, was involved in a reported hit-and-run crash on southbound I-275 at around 10:30 on Saturday, April the 4th. It says here the law enforcement came to the scene, and fortunately nobody was injured, but apparently this was a high-speed accident. The officers also found a half-full bottle of tequila in the passenger side of her car. Not a good idea to be driving with alcoholic beverages, open bottles in your car. That's going to probably get you arrested every time. And the officers said they could report, the troopers reported they smelled alcohol on her. So, of course, they were going to initiate a DUI investigation, and it ultimately did. Now, apparently, as the officers were speaking to her, she became a little bit distressed, and they said she was walking towards traffic in an aggressive manner. Now, whether or not this was the result of a mental health crisis or it was just because she was intoxicated, I guess that's something to be determined. But anytime officers see something like that, they're almost certainly not only going to initiate an arrest, but, well, you're probably going to get Baker acted too. Apparently, she resisted the officers' attempts to handcuff her, but I guess they took her to the hospital just to be evaluated, and at the hospital she started making threats against her life, and they Baker acted her. So she's charged with 3 counts of resisting an officer with violence. Those are felonies. 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer. Those are felonies, and reckless driving. How crazy, right? So she went from, probably at worst having, being charged with DUI in an accident. Now she's been Baker acted, and she's facing multiple felony charges. Just not a good day. But, sometimes people who may or may not have a behavioral health issue end up getting sucked into both Florida's criminal justice system and the mental health system. So I'll put a link to this description, a link to the video in the description for the video, but let me know what your thoughts are. Should the officers have Baker acted her? Should the hospital have Baker acted her? Or should she have been released and just taken straight to the county jail? Let me know what you think. Maybe this has happened to you. I'd be interested to hear what has occurred if this has happened to you before. If there's an issue that you're dealing with in your family, let me know. I'll make you a video, especially if I haven't made one already. These videos are so that you can get the information that you need. And if there's another family out there who is also having an issue, I want to make sure they get the information too. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want more of this content that we make every single day for you, please subscribe to the channel. And with that said, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.